Well, hello to Stitches and Coffee with Jurgita, and I'm continuing my Stitchy book reviews, and this time is gonna be this unique book called Doodle Stitching, the Motif Collection by Aimee Ray, and it was published in 2010. So in the first page you see the contents of what is gonna be motifs. So it says that it's gonna have 400 plus embroidery designs. So it's not a cross stitching exactly, but it's gonna be more embroidery. So she talks the introduction, material, tools, what you're gonna need, and then how to choose and combine different motifs and transfer patterns, different types of stitches like a star stitch, split stitch, there's a little bit of cross stitch and threaded running stitch and all kinds of others, and like about appliques and how to do it all. So the very first project that you see in front of you is called Sweet Baby Bodysuits, and you'll need for majority of the clothing fabric stabilizer, of course. So it gives you all instructions what you need, what type of stitches, what type of motifs. In the end of the book there's going to be different motifs also according to the style, like for a baby, and there's also different variations suggested if you wanted to change that. Next we have our kitchen coasters that just a simple something about the coffee. So there are like a drawings with pointers where to do what kind of a stitch in here. For example, in this coffee cup in there, it shows which stem stitch, which color use for lazy stitch, and pointers at that. So there's that kind of easy way to do. Next we have a curtain ties on a greenish kind of fabric. You can use any kind of fabric, and for this one it's specifically there's going to be also beads involved in this design, and it's showing you exactly what to use. Then this long one is all-weather draft dodger to keep all the draft underneath the doors. And it's a functional and very simple to do. You can use any kind of scrap of fabric in between also if you want it, and you can also probably adjust the length of your door if you want to need it something shorter or in a couple pieces, so you can do from both sides. So there is a picture up close of those rainy all-weather designs. Next picture we have is called Happy Day Flag Banner, perfect for any celebration. So if you don't want to put as a happy day, then you can always adjust and use different letters and make it as long as you want throughout the whole room, and of course you can change the crown. So this letters were given for happy day in here as alphabet. So this interesting thing is fabric basket, washable, if you want to hold little treasures. So I guess you can put the buns like it's here next to it, but if you don't want to get it all too dirty or greasy, then you can have some kind of different decorations, and it's more like a doodling in here. So the fabric basket you see a little bit up close in there, and this also gives you dimensions, how to, what size it's inside, what size outside, etc., and how to tie it all up. And there's again variations of those designs if you don't want to do that specific one. Then we have something on the clothes again, early bird lounge pants. So you don't have to do on the pants, of course, but you can do on blouse too if you wanted a sleeve or a pocket. So it's just done here on the pants, and it says you can sew it yourself. So it gives you exact measurements, so like how to do it by the style. And for this one is for youth, you need 2 yards of a flannel, and there's again variations of like a moon style and the stars above. Then it's this satin drawstring gift bags that you can put like you see here, probably wine bottle on the tallest one, and hiding ones in there, so you would still have time to make something like this for this Christmas, because it doesn't take that long to make it. And you don't have to do the wine on that color fabric. She seems like to suggest different colors too, if you don't want that specific blue. And very simple, very cute party time gift tags. It's handmade. It was done on a heavy watercolor paper or a cardstock. You just need to punch a hole and stitch quickly, something like that. And if you have a specific pointy stylus, you can pre-make a holes in there too if you want it, but you should be able to puncture with the sharp regular needle in there. Then there is a snow day hat and mittens. So if you have a regular hat and mittens, especially if you knit it, you can always stitch on them with your thread and decorate it that way. Next we have a hoop framed embroidery art. So it's practically, it looks like those hoop frames were wrapped up to match the style of the design. So the frame itself is wrapped with some, looks like a satin ribbon, purple, brown, and then you do the gluing to it, so it will hold better. And that's how it's practically permanently staying like this. And then Sweet Shop party napkins and rings. So not only napkins are decorated, but it's also napkin rings, so it's all homemade. And I think all of these are great designs to play around with your younger children, or somebody who's never done any stitching. So it's very simple. You don't have to be perfect, and it's unique to you. And of course it again shows a little bit up close all the designs, how it looks, and you can always change it, like it says, for variation. If you're hosting a sushi party, you can use cherry blossoms or ginkgo leaves on a different page, or fireworks. So there's all kinds of choices. This one is a sakura parasol, cherry blossoms. So you need nylon or silk parasol with a fabric stabilizer, and you stitch on that, and that's what you would get as an ending result. This one is very not strange, but very unique, I would say. Again, never seen anywhere like this. A double reversible pop out pillow. So you have like two pillows in one, if you want to make a full, or if you wanted to have it as a decorative two separate pieces with the contrasting colors. And seems like one color back is another color's front, so you can kind of change those two colors back and forth. And it was just using felt, so it can be big, it can be small, but designer is giving you exact size if you want to exact the same thing. But as you see, two sides have totally different designs for each of the pillow. So that is super unique. I've never seen it, like I said, anywhere in the stores or online, something like this. And you can do the circus designs as a variation and things. Soft sculpture trio. So that's would look great at a young baby's or child's room, especially if you have like a forest theme going on in there. And those are freestanding trees, and looks like there is a bird and a squirrel. So if you have little like a Velcro attached to it, you probably can stack it over there too. So it's something fun if you have more of them for kids later to play, like decorating themselves, so they can put in specific locations, something like this. So I think that's a great idea. A little bit more work to add those tiny green leaves, but I think it would be well worth it. This one is the farmer's market tote bag. So you can just get a regular canvas tote bag and decorate it, especially if you go in a town's farmer's market where you buy stuff from farmers themselves. And you don't have to use vegetables. You can use flowers or things like that. So again, it's as a suggestion. A walk in the woods, wooden charms. So if you want to give a little gift, you can use that. And this one was stitched on a 1/2 inch thick balsa wood. So never seen like this. I guess it would be something that you can do easier stitching. That wood is not super thick to puncture with the probably even needle, right? I've never tried like that, and as you see, you can do that as just around your wrist, or not necessarily necklace. If you make it very tiny, you can make it probably in the ring too, with the little strip of some ribbon tied up. And then we have a different motifs, so I'm just showing you what types there are. Of course, I'm not going to show you all of them. They're also numbered, like letter A will have 001. So in the book, when it's giving you instructions what you need, they have listed motifs with the numbers, so you can look in the back and find that. So you have all kinds of capital and small letters in the alphabet for doodling. Asian chick, you have a little dragon, fish ornaments that would hang, and little doll, nesting dolls, and fans in here, and lanterns of all kind, and bonsai trees. So all kinds of things in Asian chic. So it's not just the one page. There, some of them have several pages. For baby, you have booties, spoons, rattles, little buggy, and bibs, and the bears, and the footprints. Celebrations would have, of course, like a birthday party hat, a little round doodles, like a confetti, a happy day again, banner, cake, balloons, crowns, letters, flower bouquets, and like piñatas, drinks, and stuff like that. For a circus, you have circus performers, popcorn tent, like dogs, like poodles with the tutus, elephant, dog on a ball, ice cream, of course, clowns, pretty horses. Let's see, next we have embellishments. So they would have more what you would see as a regular, like a doodle, what it is in that picture in there. So you have in the corners, on the bottoms, there's a big center motif, and lots of edging into. There's quite a few pages of those. Then in the farm animals, of course, we have farm animals, and cats, roosters, chicks, cows, ducks. The flower has different types of flowers and sizes, and some with vines, and some just like a flower bud. From a food, you have like a different sandwiches, basket, drinks, like a beer, fork, knife, pretzel, teacup, tea bag, napkins folded, and like a wine, pizza, French baguette, champagne. Fruits and veggies, for example, bananas halfway peeled, we have cherries, we have grapes, pumpkins, peas, let's see, watermelon, apples, carrots, radishes, corn, etc. Now in the garden theme, you just have some bugs, snails, garden tools, and watering cans. Space, of course, like meteorite, spaceship, stars, moons, and a couple of star connected dots, and telescopes, and Earth, of course. Sweet shop, yummy, like a chewed up, bitten, probably should say, ice cream cone. We have a pie, different types of pies, cakes, candy, of course, macaroons, cupcakes, let's see, sticks, donuts, and all kinds of yummy stuff. Next, there are trees and leaves, so different style of trees. Like I said, like in that baby one, you can have those dots made with the Velcro, different color in there to connect it. You have like a tree house too in there, and with the different types of leaves or with the buds and acorns. Let's see, under the sea we have a different type of fish, octopus, crabs, shells. You have some waves in there, and greenery in there that grows. Let's see, we have even like a Neptune king in there with the trident, so very cute. The weather is some winter, some rainy boots, clouds with the raindrops. You have hanging mittens, umbrellas, sun shining, lightning, thunder, and the snowman. Winged wonders. You have different butterflies in a different style, like a fold and half from a side, birds, dragonflies, like you saw a bird on the pants there, and a bird family that you can probably extend the leaves and make it bigger, make it smaller, all sitting in one row. Woodland animals, you have a deer, squirrel, bunnies, raccoons, owls. Woodland fairy tales, you have matryoshkas, trees, little fairy, mushrooms, unicorn, let's see, a little, looks like a gingerbread house, cuckoo clock, like a Hansel and Gretel looking like tree stumps and trees. And then we have templates for all those gift tags that you can kind of make exact copy, 100% size, so, or it tells you if you have to enlarge certain designs with like a 200% to get exact design. And then at the end of the book, it's a little bit about the author, acknowledgement, and then we have an index page with all the different designs. Then there's a stitch guide for this doodle stitch as a bonus, and at the very end it was taped up, of course, so it wouldn't fall out, CD with all those stitches. So I have not tried it, open it to see how it works, but just wanted to show you the whole book. And at the very end, at the back of cover, you have that shopping bag with a little bit information again on it. So there's a lot of different doodle designs, like I said, for somebody who doesn't never tried to stitching or doesn't know how to do that. That's a great thing to do, and I think we could get even elderly involved or kids. That would be great, some projects to do as a whole family. So that's all for this doodle stitching book. It's, like I said, it's very unique and very simple to do. Just grab any type of colors. You don't have to have specific number. If you have some leftover threads, that's something great, and it would make great gifts for somebody. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it inspired you to look for this book and try something in there. You can also, I think, like in the trees there, you can even draw with the fabric markers some outlines and leave it unstitched, so that would add. And young artists or anybody who's adding their hand to this project, they can also sign their names and it would stay there forever. Remember, just the specific markers or pens that made for the fabric that not gonna wash out and stays permanently. So leave me below in the comments if this was useful to you, if you got some ideas, or if you went and got this book. It would be fun to see. I know it's hard to find sometimes where you got information later on, but it would be fun to read that in your comments. So until next time, this was Jurgita saying bye-bye.